Ian, what's going on with this Mega Man 11 thing?
So Capcom announced Mega Man 11, and it's coming out on October 2nd for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. And I
DOS?
think it looks fantastic. If only we were getting a DOS port of Mega Man 11.
I had the Mega Man DOS game. It's
Yeah,
awful.
it was Mega Man 7, I think. Was it 7?
No, there was like a awful version of 2. Then they did a 3, I think, or 1 and 3. They did something like that.
Okay, I know I played a
They might
PC
have done
Mega
a version
Man,
1, but I'm
yeah.
talking about the original
Okay.
awful ones. But anyway,
Um,
this is not that one.
So it's 3D graphics. It's going to be 2D side scrolling. It's going to be classic Mega Man style and play. It's interesting in that it's going to have a bunch of different difficulty levels and a new system called the Double Gear system. And it seems unique because it's going to it's trying to capture a bunch of different audiences, and it looks like it might actually work. It looks like it's actually actively trying to get players like you who maybe have never enjoyed a Mega Man game before.
I've enjoyed them when I stopped playing them. They were great.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No.
So
No, to be honest though, I really love the art aesthetic. That the 2.5D I think works for Mega Man, and I'm kind of surprised I never thought about this direction before. With this, it looks really sharp.
oh, they used it a lot in the X series.
Oh, in the X series.
Yeah, to really no good end. But this looks great.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't come out that well.
No. It did not look great at all.
Not on the PlayStation ones even.
No.
PS2.
But this looks nice. The cartoony graphics look good. But they're adding this system called Double Gear, which seems like a simple enough system. However, people who have issues with the difficulty level of Mega Man games or the seeming unfairness of Mega Man games will be able to make a lot of use out of this. So there's 2 power-ups that this introduces. One is the slowing of time, and the other is the increasing of power of the shots, but not just in the usual charge shot way. It will increase the power of all shots. So you'll be able to your normal blaster shots will increase, your special weapon shots would increase in power, and your charge shot, it even says, will be able to you'll be able to charge it up to a double charge shot.
A double charge shot.
Mhm.
I hope there's not an over reliance on it, because I think
Nope.
at least my NES playing days, and yeah, I played a couple for the book. Well, I reviewed one, but I played a couple. I think the introduction of the charge shot changed the mechanics of the game to the extent that it slowed down the pace, because you had to constantly charge shots in order to be effective, and that's sort of I think they got to find that medium ground. I think
Sure.
for not being able to rely upon it so much.
Well, I mean, I think that's something that they've sort of addressed in the later entries in the series, 8, 9, and 10.
You can tell I know a lot about Mega Man.
Huh?
You can tell I know a ton about Mega Man. I'm a connoisseur. Fortnite and Mega Man. Those are my 2 specialities.
Those are your fortes.
Yeah.
8, 9, and 10 seem to kind of go back on at least the over-reliance on the charge shot.
They got rid of the slide, didn't they? In the later one? Didn't they get rid of the slide in 9 or 10?
It wasn't in 9, I know that for sure.
I thought they got rid of it, because even that they were using too much. I mean, just sliding around it where it sort of defeats the purpose of
10 I can't really
Platforming.
recall. So these are boosts that will last for a limited period of time. However, you can use them to slow down obstacles or perhaps falling objects. You could use them to study a pattern. Perhaps.
Wow. They're dressed, it's like this game's made for Pat.
Yeah.
They're
what I'm
dressing
saying.
everything I was right about. See? I was right about it, and it's showing in Mega Man 11. Prove Pat right.
And you can even activate both of them at the same time to kind of put yourself in an overdrive mode, regain some life. Actually, I think it is called overdrive mode. I mean, that would be incredibly clever.
I'm not trying to. I don't see anything about overdrive. in this
Yeah,
article.
yeah, okay. But you can use both of them, and then I believe you can't use them for the rest of that level or something. So it's kind of an all or nothing sort of activation mode for the
That's
level.
cool. So they're trying something different here for the first time in a long time.
The beautiful thing about it, though, is it's absolutely unnecessary to use either of these powers at all in any levels of the game. You 100% do not need to use these ever to beat anything in the game. So it's not worked into any of the levels. There's no puzzling, no figuring out, okay, do I need to...
Do I need this weapon for this guy? Or
Well, not necessarily that. It's just in terms of the gears. No one has to use the slowdown mechanic if they don't want to.
Sure. Okay.
There's no situation where things are falling too fast that you can't just go about it in a normal Mega Man way.
Okay.
There's no reason that you would need to increase your power up. It's there if you want it, if you would like to rely on it. So if you want to just play it like a normal Mega Man, you can. But if you want to use it, there's no penalty to use it to get through the levels. So it kind of opens the game up to all sorts of different players. And I think that's going to be very important to bringing in people who... I mean, this is the first Mega Man game in... Shit, when was 10 released? I don't even remember.
6 years ago?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
mean,
6 years?
maybe a
They-
little.
They did 9 and they did 10 like a year and a half later, and then people got sick of it.
Well, Capcom got sick of it.
Or they got sick of it. 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like
So, I mean, for a lot of people, this might be their first entry into Mega Man or their first reintroduction, and this is a really nice and gentle way, I think, of doing it.
I think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I can honestly say like this doesn't look like it looks like a traditional Mega Man game in some aspects, but it's just different enough that it's not just retreading obviously the NES look of 9 and 10, which I thought was strange to go back to the well twice for that. But no, I think it's they were just popping off on the nostalgia retro craze that was getting bigger.
Right.
That's when retro was really in vogue. Whatever 2010, 11, that it was. They're like, oh, we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
old
two
look.
main entries in the series, go back to...
Yeah, they're going back 20 years in time to
Yep.
do that. It was kind of
pixel
weird.
graphics. Oh, and that's the other thing. There's even like in certain modes, like there's a newcomer, casual, normal, and superhero. Some of them don't even give you the one-hit kills if you touch spikes or something like that. They just take health off.
Giant boss battle on this video. This looks really cool. This does not look like other Mega Man games, to me at least. As being a huge connoisseur of the series, it does not look like a traditional Mega Man game just on the outset. So October 2nd, you know what? Fuck it.
$29.99.
I'm gonna get it.
If you're not getting the special editions, I think the physical editions are $29.99.
What's in the special edition?
I know for at least the Switch one, it's a new Mega Man amiibo, some stickers, some other stuff.
So that's gonna cost like $100. How much is that gonna cost?
I think that one's $49.99.
That's not too bad.
No, not for.
Oh,
extra stuff.
there's a complete edition in Japan. That's gonna cost $120. What? There's a smaller $9 version. So there's gonna be 4 versions of this. There's a Japanese version. Looks like it's been okay. $90 edition for Switch and PS4 includes a game, a 64-page production notebook, 30th anniversary keychain, a piggy bank, a collector's box, and postcards if you get it from Capcom store. Putting the $120 version will also get you that, plus the amiibo, a 30-page starter guide, and a cloth poster. So there's going to be looks like a few different versions of this.
Neat.
The piggy bank looks like from this leaked image. It looks like it's going to be like a Mega Man head as a piggy bank. That's cute if you want to just buy it and never actually use it. Just throw some coins in there. Did you ever own an actual piggy bank where you have to smash it to get the coins out?
Yeah, I have like 5 or 6 of them back home.
You don't feel bad killing those guys?
No,
Well, it's the difference between Ian and I. I don't like killing animals,
I never used
fake
them.
or not. I just had my Garfield one where you.
My grandma
Couple.
bought them for me. I just had them.
All right, so you're on board for this. You're going to pick this up for.
Well, there wasn't a
Switch.
question about that. No,
Excuse me. All right.
I'm in.